I'm going to open the door.
The door? I'm New Yorker, bro. Claus, wait, Santa Claus. Claus. Mommy, sorry. Zoom in on that. Enhance. Unblurify. Imagine enjoying socializing. Why is this happening? Have you forgotten all about it? I've been waiting for you. Come back, my dear. Welcome back to my masquerade. Or hi, if you're new here. My name's Para, your host. Your host. And today we're going to be playing Please Don't Hate Christmas. Now I know I'm late, I know I am, and honestly it's because I record in bundles, like groups, like I do one sitting and then I record enough for like maybe 3 weeks of content. I accidentally skipped New Year's and Christmas. But hey, I mean it's a late Christmas, right? It still counts. It should have about 3 endings and your host is gonna get them all, so let's begin. Alright, let's start I guess. Nothing else I can do with it besides my little jingle hat. Mouse cursor. Oh, goodness. What is your name? Not Molly, I'll tell you that. I've actually been thinking after a little while, and I've decided that I'm just going to name all my characters Paradox from now on, so that I don't have to deal with the fact that I'm Para, they're Para, you know what I mean? It's a little bit confusing. It's so dark and cold. What is this place? I can't see anything. Stand up. You're not even tied down? What? I feel dizzy. What's on the floor? Is that blood? Why? But why? Whose blood is this? What the hell is going on? Why is there a Santa hat here? Oh. You're awake. Why are you here?
Don't be afraid.
I'll take care of it. I will protect you. I promise. Go to sleep, my dear. 24 hours before! Right? Office! Okay, cool. Dang! Paradox, what the heck? I feel like I should've. I feel like the name kind of suits her now, you know what I mean? Mommy, sorry. Alright. I'm really going crazy. I hadn't slept much for several days, and with a pair of big dark circles under my eyes. I want to go home and take a hot bath and eat what I want to eat and play all the games I can. Oh, accidentally skipped it. My bad. Wow, did you get new jail nail? New gel nail? So cute. Wait, did I dream up being kidnapped? It's kind of weird. Oh, it's for a Christmas trip. Are you going to Japan too? Yeah, the boyfriend set me up for it. The boyfriend. Not just the boyfriend. How nice. Why do we seem to be living in a different world when we're working in the same studio? I would like to take a vacation too. It is true that I have not taken any leave and gone on any trip for a long time. I'm even thinking of just quitting my job. Blink. It's Albert Claus. He was my childhood friend, and although we haven't seen each other for a long time, we've kept in touch. We all grew up in a place called Snowflake Island, and Albert's family has managed Snowflake Island for generations. I made a cute snowman! It's so cute! Albert, how are you doing? Paradox. Well, it's still the same, nothing special. But I've recently returned to Snowflake Island. Really? Oh, I already said that. Aren't you always out of town? I'm a bit bored anyway, so I'm back. And since my second brother is out of the country, I'm managing Snowflake Island for now. Your second brother, uncle twice removed. Oh my gosh, I haven't been back in a long time either. Why don't I take a break too? I immediately wrapped up the work on my hands and asked my boss for a leave of absence. I haven't had a vacation in 3 years, so I won't be turned down. But Paradox, I know you're really struggling and need a break. But as you know, many of our colleagues have already taken leave, so I hope as a producer, you can hold on for a little longer. I'll make it up to you afterwards. The company really needs you. Let me go, boss! I just want to go on vacation. This unscrumptious boss. How many times has he said that to me? Wait, if I continue to work, do I just get like the first ending? Where it's just like, oh, and then I stayed and worked. But I'm sure the studio would be in chaos if there was no one to do these jobs. Alright, I get it. Thank you, you're the best employee we've ever had. No problem, boss. I slowly walked out of my boss's room and looked at my colleagues who were still discussing their holiday. Forget it, it's the same year anyway. And that's how I spent my Christmas at work. That and one workaholic. Boom, baby! One end done. I knew it. Us workaholics will always stand in the office late because our bosses tell us to. But don't look at me so angrily. I'll get to the good endings. Jeez. Alright, I'm leaving this joint. See you later, boss. No, I must make some changes this year. There's a voice inside that keeps telling me to go back. I'm sorry, but if you don't let me take time off, I'll have to resign. Paradox, you're not kidding, are you? I mean it. In fact, I've already written down the handover of work just now. Someone else would do it for me. Thank you for taking care of me. Paradox, wait a minute! Ignoring my boss's shout, I dart back to my seat and gather my things. Albert, I'm going back to Snowflake Island. I'm on a run. My boss, he knows I ran away. How the heck do you make those sound effects? Really? Aren't you busy at work? I decided to quit my job. I can't believe I hadn't had vacation in 3 years. I'm afraid I'll go crazy if I stay any longer. Wow, I can't believe it either. We haven't seen each other like for many, many years. Paradox, you know what? I'm really super happy. You wait for me. I'll ask Mr. Greg to prepare a helicopter to pick you up. No. I'm already on a train. What? Damn it. I can't believe I didn't think of that. I should have chartered the train to and from Snowflake Island. Hey, even if you have money, you don't use it like this. Why not? As long as it's for Paradox, no amount of money is a problem. You've always liked to say things like that. Then I'll pick you up at the train station later. Can't wait to meet ya. See you later, Albert. That's his name, right? Why wasn't I paying attention what his name was? Oh my gosh, so pretty. The beautiful music, it's too beautiful. The scenery outside the window was so dreamy that I couldn't quite believe I had resigned. What a nice breeze. I regret I didn't let myself go on vacation earlier. I hadn't been back for more than 10 years. I wonder what has become of Snowflake Island. I was originally an orphan, dropped on the shores of Snowflake Island not long after I was born. Fortunately, a kind couple, my adopted parents, took me home. They used to run a coffee shop on Snowflake Island, but unfortunately they died in an accident when I was in elementary school. After that, I lived with my adopted parents' relatives, but they suddenly disappeared when I was in high school. After that, I left Snowflake Island. I hope things hadn't changed after all these years. Why didn't I come back earlier? There's still some time before the station. What should we do? Well, I feel like the good ending would be like to do everything Albert. Okay. Here's what's gonna happen, okay? Now that I've played Sweetest Valentine, everything that I see, I'm just suspicious of now, okay? So it's like, oh, did she kill the parents and the relatives? Or did she kill the parents and he killed the relatives? Or did Albert kill both the parents and the relatives? You know what I mean? You know where I'm getting with this? All right, I'm gonna send a message to Albert because I really like Albert. It's funny. I haven't been back for a long time. I feel so unbelievable. Do you feel the same way? A little bit. I don't think this game is naturally written in England, not England. Sorry, I'm not proper. I mean English, because there's a lot of like sentence mix-ups. Like I could still read it and still understand it, but I think it's traditional Chinese that it was originally in. A little bit. But I've been away for less time than you, so I feel okay with that. Speaking of which, why do you suddenly want to come back? Actually, I came back because you wanted to go back. Huh? Do you mean that? You miss me? Of course, we haven't seen each other in such a long time. And I don't think there's anyone I know on Snowflake Island anymore. Never mind. You have me. I'm here for you. I will make you a wonderful vacation. No need for special preparation. Alright, I guess I'll just continue sending messages to Albert. I don't want to read the train flyer. This train was born in 1956, and it was slowly known to become the greatest train in all of Snowflake Island. No, thank you. Oh, wait. Wait. It's the same message. Why would you give me the option again? Okay, fine. Reading the train flyer. Is this a promotional leaflet for Snowflake Island? Let's take a look. Snowflake Island is a small island in the north, owned by the Claus family, and everything on the island is managed by the Claus family. Santa Claus. Claus. Snowflake Island is very welcoming to foreign visitors, and there is a variety of attractions and facilities on the island, so be sure to come and see them. Next page. Snowflake Island Playground. The giant library on Snowflake Island. Claus Mansion on Snowflake Island, closed to the public for now. The shopping street on Snowflake Island. The Yandere Street on Snowflake Island. The street where my parents died on Snowflake Island. Okay, sorry. Next page. The urban legend of Snowflake Island. The Christmas butcher who will appear on Christmas Eve. What do you mean butcher? What do you mean? Who the hell wants to come here? I was just joking. All right. Let me get into my real creepy mode. The urban legend that once terrified the residents of Snowflake Island. Legend has it that on Christmas night, a mad killer butcher appears, dressed in Christmas clothes to cut people down. Although it is not known where the legend has been spread, since there was a murder on the island on Christmas, it is not known where the legend has been spread. But that makes no sense. Got it. There was a time when the islanders were afraid to even go out and celebrate Christmas. But that was a long time ago, and now it's just an urban legend used to scare children. Okay, is this the same thing? Okay, I'm gonna take a nap. I'm gonna be dreaming of the Christmas butcher. I'm a little tired after all that horrifying reading. Time to take a little nap. I've been waiting for you. Come back, my dear. Christmas! It just switches so fast. Snowflake Island. Finally! From the looks of it, it doesn't look like much has changed. It's still so dreamy and beautiful. Paradox! Oh! Albert! Oh, it's been so long, Albert! I don't even know him. Before I could see his face clearly, I was hugged tightly by him. I missed you so much! Hey! Albert. I've seen the photo, but Albert has grown so much. Yeah, what the hell? Why is he so tall? I'm tall, naturally, I think. Wait, how tall are you? Excuse me? And a nice body, too. Wink, wink, if you know what I mean. Paradox! I miss you so much! Oh my gosh, this music is so loud. I don't know what to do with it. Wait! I pushed away from him slightly. Oh my! Oh. The mascara on sleek though. Zoom in on that. Enhance, unblurify. He looks even better in person. What's the matter, Paradox? Don't you miss me? It's not that. It's just that I'm not used to it. About what? You've grown too tall. You've become handsome too. It's not fair. Paradox looks pretty too. Alright. It's just that sweet tongue aspect hasn't changed. I only do that with Paradox. Got it. Give me the luggage, I'll get it for you. No, it's heavy. That's all the more reason for me to take it. I'm sure he has like a six-pack under there. You see all that clothes he's wearing? Look at that hoodie, plus like winter jacket on. You know it's gonna be like a six-pack under there. Killing people. I'm not the same little brother I used to be. Look at that smile. It's really a waste for him not to be an idol. Wait, what did I work in? Was that like an idol agency or something? What's going on? Remember at the entrance of Snowflake Island? Goodness me, this is the most bizarre experience I've had. We've been like, we got fired from work. We're leaving. We're taking a train. Murderer? Hi, childhood friend. It wasn't too crowded, but we still saw a lot of tourists around. It's the peak season for Snowflake Island. Shouldn't you be very busy as the temporary island master? Of course I'm busy, but I cleared my schedule when I heard you were coming. What? What about work? Well, most of it's done. All other miscellaneous work is assigned to manpower. You are awesome. Albert has been so good since the old days that almost nothing can get in his way. We obviously haven't seen each other for so long, and he still made time for me. He's probably the only person in the world who's been so good to me. Paradox, Did you book a place to stay? I know your former home has gone. Of course. I already booked the hotel. It's the one near the library. Ah. Is that so? What? You should have discussed it with me first. But why? Nothing! I'm a murderer so bad. How dare you not call me and you want to live in my mansion? Is my mansion not good enough for you? What the heck is this unfairity? Before that, let's go somewhere with me. I got a surprise for you. Okay. Okay. No way, the cafe? Oh gosh. Although it's been a very long time, I still know my way around the island very well. Not to mention the place where I used to come most often. Albert, I know this road. Yep, you're right. Dong dong dong. The cafe in front of me is my adopted parents' cafe, and it's the same as before, as if it's always open. Why? Wasn't it all abandoned on that day? I had it refurbished, but luckily I still have the photos from that time, so I'll try to restore it to the way it was. The Christmas tree! Yeah. Oh, I missed this.
Santa Cafe.
Bang!
Hey, what are you doing?
Albert! What the? Okay, stop. Okay, you can't be a cute-looking high schooler, too, alright? That's not fair, Albert. What about my feelings?
Is the little son of the Claus family? Why is he crying?
Oh, he's crying? Zoom in, enhance. I don't see any tears. He looks upset.
What's wrong with you? Why did you kick my Christmas tree?
I hate Christmas. Me too, buddy, but you don't see me kicking Christmas trees.
It doesn't mean you can kick somebody else's stuff. I'll tell my mom and dad.
Mom? Dad? Bang!
Stop! Get off my freaking tree, bro!
What is this? Bang! I didn't think too much of it, and just pushed him to the ground.
That's enough!
I just really hate Christmas, dude. I hate it everywhere. It's everywhere. It doesn't leave me alone.
Sorry. Does it hurt? I'm sorry. I was just trying to stop you.
Cries very loudly.
What should I do? Oh, right. I'll make you some chocolate milk.
Chocolate milk?
Yeah, the only drink I know how to make. Come on in. Give me your hand. Don't tell mom and dad.
The next day.
Ding dong. I'm going to open the door.
The door? I'm New Yorker, bro.
Huh?
Why are you here again? Are you about to destroy my freaking Christmas tree, bro? Here you go.
Huh?
For the chocolate milk. The boy handed me the money without saying a word.
No need. My mom is watching. Didn't I say not to tell my mom and dad? They'll know.
Yeah, dude, come on, act not suspicious. He ignored me, slipped me the money, and walked into the shop.
Hey!
I have a name. My name's Albert. What's your name?
Paradox.
Paradox? I'm going to drink that today, too. Your chocolate milk. And that's how Albert came to the cafe every day and asked me to make him chocolate milk. That's how we became friends. And he became cheerful without realizing it. What a backstory, Albert. You are a little weren't you? You were just an absolute case. Jeez. What are you thinking? I remember that I just met you before. Don't look back. Why? You were so cute back then. Especially your crying face. Cringe. Stop it, it sucks. So do you still hate Christmas? Well, Christmas with Paradox isn't a bummer. Come on. What about you? Do you still like Christmas? I don't know. Because I'm too busy. I haven't celebrated Christmas in a long time. Did my parents die on a Christmas day? Yeah, I don't think I like Christmas anymore, Alfred. Wait, is his name Alfred? Why do I always forget names in like a second? I hope Christmas will be a little different this year. No, his name's Albert. But why did you renovate the cafe? Didn't you say you wanted to inherit this cafe in the future? Although you left Snowflake Island, I'm sure you'll come back one day. You always ask someone to take good care of the cafe so that you can come back and live in peace. Do you like this gift? My mind went blank. I've just left the hell of my work for many years, and it's like a dream. I never thought Albert had prepared me for this. Am I crying? Paradox, why are you crying? Huh? Why are the tears? I was just laughing at you for being a crybaby, and now I ended up crying myself. My stress burst like a balloon. The tears instantly poured out of my eyes. Are you okay? You don't like this gift? Or did I remind you of a bad memory? No, I'm happy. Maybe it's because I've been building up a lot of stress. I haven't had a holiday for a long time, and I haven't slept enough. I didn't know that someone had prepared so much for me and thought so much of me. And I really haven't seen this cafe in a long time. I've been thinking about it a lot. I should have come back earlier. I thought no one in the world cared about me anymore. Thank you, Albert. No way! Even if something happens, I'll be there for Paradox. I'm Paradox's partner forever. It's great to resign from work. No crying, no crying! He touched my head. So, will you inherit the shop? Can I think about it? I'm glad you prepared this for me, but it came out too sudden, and I wanted some time to think about it. Oh gosh, why is he so pissed again? Oh, Para, you should just keep your mouth shut. Of course. I can't even. I work so hard. Get some rest and enjoy your vacation first. Anyway, there's plenty of time for you to take your time and think about it. You know, there's plenty of time for time. All right. Then let's go to your hotel.
Can I just stay in your place?
I don't want the butcher to come in through. What? It's awful. Yes, miss. I'm very sorry. But there were rooms left when I booked. I'm really sorry. I guess we didn't update the website in time, so I'm really sorry for your inconvenience. Well, in that case, there's nothing that can be done. Sorry, Paradox. I should order it for you. No, how is this Albert's fault? But where can I find a place to stay? Oh, I know! Albert, great idea! Since I already made this guy and I forced him to make the hotel perfectly booked so you wouldn't go in here, why don't you just, stay at my place a little bit? You know, wink, 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 wink? If you don't mind, would you like to stay in my place? You know, my house is huge with lots of room. Is that okay? Of course! Stay as long as you want. As long as you don't mind. This kid looking delusional. What the heck? Gosh, that's... You know, if this wasn't a Yanderine, it'd be a really cute, intro story, but that's not what this is, so, no, I was just going to stay overnight. You are welcome. Come on, let's go home. Albert! At that moment, I completely missed the eye contact between Albert and the hotel staff. I had forgotten that he had the whole floor of the hotel for himself. Oh, right. Right. I forgot. Wait, is this the top hotel thing? I'm back! Young master, welcome back. Mr. Greg, oh dear me. Miss Paradox, welcome to you as well. Mr. Greg, hello, it's been a long time. It's great that you look as healthy as ever. Thank you, miss. Greg, Paradox will be staying here for today. Get a room ready. As ordered. Is that really okay? Wouldn't it be too much trouble for you? No, I wish you could rely on me more. Like the old days. Albert. Alright! It's getting late. You must be tired. Hurry up and get some rest in your room. We'll have dinner later. Well... Okay, I guess so. After dinner at Albert's house, we went to our rooms to sleep. Phew! This bed is huge! This room is so big, and the balcony is so luxurious. I came here to play when I was a kid, but I still think his house is over the top. I remember the forest outside, and now it's all covered in snow. It's chilly. I should close the window. Oh, I can barely hear that. Hold on. Yep, those are footsteps. Those are snowy, crunchy footsteps. Dear me. Is there anyone out there this late? Mr. Greg, could that possibly be you? A sense of unease washed over me, and I knew the footsteps were coming from the balcony. I quietly opened the cloth curtain, so that I was afraid that something might appear from the window. From the balcony. What? What am I reading? It's okay. The balcony door is closed tight. However, when I opened the balcony, nothing appeared outside. I couldn't help but breathe a sigh of relief. Should it just be wild animals? I was about to close the cloth curtain. There was something concerning in the snow not far away. Yeah, shouldn't you, like... It's snowing, so, like, the best thing you can do is, like, look for footsteps? I mean, it was very crunchy footsteps, so there's a lot of snow there. It's a Christmas hat. Not only that, but there's also some messy footprints on the ground. If it was just a normal place, I guess I would think it was Santa Claus, like the other kids. But this is Snowflake Island. My first thought was the urban legend that had been circulating on Snowflake Island, of the Christmas butcher that appears every Christmas month. No way. It's just an urban legend. And what's going on here? Either way, that hat and footprints look suspicious. However, there is a voice inside my head. Go on. Follow it. No way. Knock knock. There's no sound effects for that one, so I'll make it. Paradox, are you asleep? Huh. Okay, now this is an interesting choice. Okay, I'm gonna save this one. I kinda want to follow the footsteps. Maybe by responding to Albert, we'll get like the Albert route, but I kinda wanna like learn more about Paradox, so I think we should like do everything away from Albert. I don't know. I ignored Albert and opened the balcony. Bang! Ah, it's cold. I turn on the flashlight on my phone and approach the footprints. It's really the Santa's hat. There are footprints in the front. I followed the footprints all the way. All the way. These English subtitles, I have to say, if you need help with the translation of this novel, I would be glad to help. At the same time, I found a few spots of blood on the floor in addition to the footprints. This blood. Whose is it? Don't you know? Huh? Who is it? It's me. It's me. The snow on the ground was slowly dyed red, turning into a sea of red. Why is this happening? Have you forgotten all about it? A huge shadow was approaching me. Huh? Ben and 2? Buried memories? Wait, there is a third person here? How did I die? Albert wouldn't have killed me. Oh. Alright, respond to Albert. So technically the last ending that we should get should be the good ending, right? I closed the curtain and dashed to the door of my room. As soon as I opened the door, I saw a reassuring face. There's a third character in here then. I thought it was just Albert and me. But, like, who was that? Albert! Paradox? Why is your face so pale? Did something happen? I told Albert about what just happened. But when we opened the curtain again, the hat and the footprints had disappeared. Huh? Why is it gone? Paradox. Are you seeing strange things again? No. I just saw it for real. You've been like this for a while. What? Come with me. Albert held my hand and walked out of the room. Uh-oh, is this a condition? Oh, did he just give me chocolate milk? Chocolate milk? No way. Here you go. Chocolate milk? Well, not as well as you did it, though. I took the mug and the warmth of the hot chocolate milk reassured me. That is a sentence. Ding! It tastes good. Really? That's great. You feel better? Yes, I feel a lot better now. I'm really stressed out. Maybe those are just illusions? Poor baby, you're really exhausted. He touched my head. There was a time when you were like this too, often saying you saw strange things, and I was so worried. Is that so? I don't even remember. You said you saw Santa hats and blood and Santa Claus with a knife, and you always have bad dreams. Oh, now I remember a bit. I have had strange visions from time to time after the accidental death of my adopted parents and the disappearance of the relatives. It's especially bad in the Christmas months. But after leaving Snowflake Island and living in a busy life, I seem to have gradually forgotten about it. Actually, I thought you would never come back to Snowflake Island. Because what happened to your adopted parents and relatives hurt you so much. Although I'm happy to see you, I'm also worried about you. Albert. Even so, I don't want you to hate this place. That's why I'm trying to keep all the good memories and good things you like on Snowflake Island. I'm glad my family owns this island so I can do so much for you. It would be a lie to say that there are no scars at all. I often think about the time even after I left Snowflake Island. I miss them so much. but it's also scary. I only came back with you because you came back, Albert. Because Albert is the only person who cares about me the most besides my adopted parent. My adopted family. I can't read, sorry. I look dumb, right? You always relied on me before, but now I always need your help. Silly girl. But what is this? He changed from like, oh, I'm innocent Albert to, baby, what's up, alright? I'm Albert. Paradox is paradox. In my eyes, you're still the same gentle, kind Paradox. I'm helping you rely on me as much as possible. You're the most important person to me, too. I don't know what this forehead kiss meant, so I closed my eyes sheepishly. Now that you're back, I've got to get this place in order. I'll make sure you can live comfortably, without any more annoying and sad things. Hey, that's too much. How can you do that? Of course I can. I'm the owner of this island. Bitch, I can do whatever the heck I want. Oh, sorry. Oh, I said I wasn't gonna curse anymore. At that moment, I noticed that his eyes were a little different than usual.
Nani?
Wait, how did he change clothes so quickly? What? Alright, Paradox. You should go to sleep. Well, I am a little tired. Do you want me to carry you to bed? No need! Okay. Good night, Paradox. Good night, Albert. Gotta get busy tomorrow. Doing all my crazy things. Paradox! Did you sleep well yesterday? I slept pretty good after talking to you. Wow, why don't we sleep together tonight? I could talk to you every night. What are you talking about? Dang, so smooth, Albert. You look so cute when you're blushing. I'm just kidding. Oops. Looks like I'm leaving. Where are you going? I have some temporary work, but I'll be back soon. You can stay on the island for a while. Or stay here. I'll leave now. See you later. Goodbye, hug! Bye-bye! Aww. We were childhood friends, but after we came back this time, our distance has become strange. Is it just me? Or have I not seen him for too long? If this goes on, I'm afraid I'll have other thoughts about him. No, let's not think too much about it. Let's walk around. Where'd you go? The graveyard, I guess. Where else are we gonna go? You didn't give me any other options. I'm going to visit my adopted parents. I brought some hydrangeas that they liked from a nearby florist. Bum bum. What a graveyard. The headstones are rarely dusty. Is anyone cleaning them regularly? Someone's face comes to mind. Oh, Albert. I placed the flowers I was holding on the graves of my adopted parents. Mom? Dad? How are you? I'm sorry I haven't come to see you for so long. How are you guys doing? I brought your favorite flowers, and I remembered when you used to put hydrangeas on the cafe. I'm not saying that right, am I? I just quit my job. It's really not easy to live in the city. Snowflake Island is more comfortable. It's just... you're all gone.
One Christmas. On the day my adopted parents and I were on our...
Sorry, I'll read normally. On that day, my adopted parents and I were on our way to celebrate Christmas.
I'm looking forward to it. What will Mommy and Daddy get me for Christmas?
Hey, it's a secret.
I want to know. Can you tell me first?
No, that's no surprise. By the way, is your little boyfriend coming tonight? Oh, you mean the little Santa Claus family?
He's not my boyfriend. Daddy, I said no. Ah, my doll.
Paradox?
Dad, my doll fell out. Can you stop the car?
All right, you wait for Dad. Paradox, don't walk out on your own.
Ah, here it is. Mommy and Daddy, I got it.
What the? So I turned my head with the doll, an out-of-control car behind me suddenly crashed into our car.
Daddy? Mommy?
I approached the car, and the two who had been calling my name a second before didn't move anymore. Until the ambulance came, I tried to wake them up. But they never responded to me again. That's how I watched my adopted parents die in front of me. Oh my gosh. It's that girl, isn't it? Mr. and Mrs. Huss's adopted daughter. Yeah, she's the only one who's not hurt at all. Why isn't she crying? It's ominous. Why adopt such orphans? Oh, come on. My son goes to the same school with her. You guys, it's not good to gossip at someone's funeral, right? What? Whose kid is this? How rude. Hey, it's from the Claus family. Ah, sorry. I think it's ominous that you're staying on the island. The women who had been talking so much immediately bowed their heads and dared not speak. Without even looking at them, Albert walked right up to the stone chair. Paradox. Albert? I looked at him and wanted to thank him for speaking for me, but I couldn't speak a word. He sat beside me. Would you like some hot chocolate milk? He pulled a cup out of nowhere. This is my first time making hot chocolate milk, so I don't know if it tastes good. I took the cup and took a sip. A wave of warmth entered my body, awakening it in an instant. The tears I cried last night came out again. Greg, give me the umbrella and leave us alone. Young master, you'll catch a cold if you sit here for too long.
Can't you see?
I have to be here with her. I see. We'll wait for you at the car. I was drinking hot chocolate milk and crying. I don't know how long I cried, except that the funeral guests had all left, but Albert was still sitting beside me. He kept holding my cold hand. I still remembered what he said. I hope I'm the only one who hates Christmas. This is your favorite holiday, and I hope you're smiling. I'll always be there for you. Why is the memory so vivid after coming to Snowflake Island? That's why I've been afraid to come back. Not only that, but I feel like I'm forgetting something very important. And once I remember, I can't go back. Paradox. Albert? Aren't you working? Are you crying? Huh? What are you talking about all of a sudden? Why am I crying for no reason? Liar. You are obviously crying. What did you get here? I thought you had work to do. Why are you here? Just now, Greg told me that you asked him about where to sell hydrangeas. I figured you'd be visiting your adopted parents. He placed a hydrangea, I'll never be able to get this freaking flower's name, in front of the grave. It's been a long time, Mrs. Huss and Mr. Huss. If you're working, you should focus on your work. Why are you asking about my schedule? You're the one who came to visit Mr. and Mrs. Huss without calling me. I'm at least their future son-in-law. What? Son-in-law? Who's going to marry you? Daddy! Damn, he is smooth. I should start taking some notes. Hold on. Let me just... Paradox. Albert approached me and reached out to wipe away my tears. Now that you're back, don't cry alone. I'll keep you company. We'll face what you don't want to face together. Take your time. My heart's beating uncontrollably. Why is he always so gentle with me? Like, you were with me on the day on the funeral? Uh-huh. Yeah. You remember. Of course. The hot chocolate milk you made that day was so bad, it's hard to forget. It hurts. It hurts. My freaking soul. The cup you made last night was a little bit of an improvement. Well, then you'll have to inherit the cafe soon or I won't be able to drink hot chocolate milk. Or you can marry me and flush me with hot chocolate milk every day. Stop making jokes in front of my adopted parents' graves! I told you I'm serious. After that, Albert went back in a hurry because of work. He didn't really need to come, although I'm a little happy now. Thanks to him, I'm not drowning in sad memories. There's still time. Where should I go? I guess Shopping Street, cause like, where else am I gonna go?
Ding dong, ding dong.
It's been a while since I've been back. I wonder what the Shopping Street has become. Looking at the shops alone, most of them are still intact except for the newly registered shops. That's great. It's pretty much the same as before. I walked into the grocery store I used to go when I was a kid to buy coffee beans for my parents. Mrs. Moon? Still not here? Welcome! Oh, isn't this Paradox? Mrs. Moon! It's been a long time! You've grown up so much! Hey, Mrs. Moon, you're still as young as ever. You're so sweet. Is your city life going well? I just quit my job. The city life doesn't suit me. So you're coming back to run the cafe? How do you know? Oh no, I guessed it. After all, when you were a kid, you always said you wanted to run a cafe like your parents. Oh, by the way, Mrs. Moon, have you heard from my aunt and uncle? At that time, they suddenly disappeared, so I thought they had gone to the city. But I can't find them even though I tried to find them in the city. Well, why do you have to call them now? Haven't they abandoned you? That's true. But they are my adopted parents' relatives, my only relatives of sort. Mrs. Moon, do you know anything about it? No, I don't really know anything about it. Why is she acting a little weird? She's got a twinkle in her eye. Paradox, don't hang on to the bad ones. Just forget about them, okay? Even if you say so. Okay, I'm almost ready to go pick up my son. Can we talk later? Oh shoot, she is younger than I thought she was, my bad. If you decide to inherit the cafe, I'll definitely come every day. Well, goodbye, Mrs. Moon. I stepped out of the grocery store, puzzled by Mrs. Moon's reaction. Why is she acting so suspicious? Is she like the person you give bodies to when you, you know what I mean? Why is she acting like she knew I was coming back? And she gets all flustered when I talk about my aunt and uncle? What is going on? Don't worry about it. There's still time. Where should I go? School, I guess. What am I going to do? It's been a while since I've been back. Let's visit my alma mater. My alma mater. I don't think that's... Is that a curriculum? If it is, you guys better tell me because I don't know what the heck that is. When I arrived at the school gates, it was just about time for the students to leave school. As Christmas break is approaching, students are excitedly discussing their holiday plans. They look happy. I used to go to the same school as Albert, and he used to hang around me after school. Since my aunt and uncle who'd taken care of me didn't like me very much, I go to Albert's house after school to do my homework and play games in order to avoid them. It wasn't until one Christmas when my aunt and uncle suddenly disappeared that I decided to stay and live in the city, and Albert went to study abroad. In that case, we really used to spend almost every day together on the island. Oh dear, why are you thinking about that? What? Ah! Oh my goodness! Why am I remembering what happened last night? I stood there like a fool, red-faced. Oh, Sharon? Is she the Christmas murderer? Wait, is she the mother? She has those eyes though. Paradox? I looked up and a female teacher was standing in front of me. It was my old classmate, Sharon. Sharon? Paradox, it's been a long time. When did you get back? I just got back yesterday. I didn't even know you were a teacher here. Well, yeah, it's been a long time. You've gotten prettier. You're worthy of living in the city. You too. Sharon is as cute as ever. By the way, are you and Paul still seeing each other? Paul? I broke up with him. I don't even know where he is now. Oh. Hey, Paradox, are you free tomorrow at night? Let's catch up. I'll ask my old classmates out too. Is that really possible? Of course, everyone must be dying to see you. Is that so? Well, yeah. Great. See you tomorrow night. I'll send you a message with an address. Okay. I'm so happy that someone still remembers me after so many years away. It's good to be back. Maybe I should ask Albert too. He used to go to the same school. That's not gonna fly with Albert, that's all I'm saying. When I got back to Albert's house, he was already waiting for me. Quick question though, is there always chingy 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 chingy? Is there always Christmas music inside his house? Welcome back! Ah, stop hugging me every time we meet. My heart is beating so fast. I see. Albert let go in disappointment and I could see his dog ears droop. He looks like a big puppy. Guess who I met at school today? I was so excited to tell Albert about my day. I thought he would be smiling and happy for me like he usually does. But as soon as he finished listening, he gave a stony expression. Don't go. What? I said you can't go to that party. Why? Don't you know Sharon and the others too? We used to be friends. I don't want you to go. They're not nice people. What are you talking about? Did they do something to you? No. Then why are you angry? It's amazing that after all this time, someone remembers me and wants to see me. Am I not good enough for you? What? Paradox, sometimes I just want to lock you up. Albert? He approached me. He looked different than usual. I want to keep you in a place where only I can reach you. And no one can find you. Only I can be with you. He held out his hand to me. Well, we're already here, boys and girls. Might as well strap down for the ride. I stood still and looked at Albert. He reached out and touched my face. Oh no, oh dear me, oh gosh. Oh my goodness me. That is, okay, let's not, okay, his eyeballs are like so pretty. Whoever designed his eyeballs, clap of applause. It's hard to leave me when you finally came back. I'm just going to a party. I'll be back afterwards. Why is he giving a sad face? So you're not going to listen to me? The hand that had been on my face pinched my chin. Albert, what happened to you? Paradox, why don't you understand me? I'm the only one who's really nice to you. That hurts! Albert! Oh, that's cute. I'm going crazy, Paradox. I grabbed Albert's hand and tried to struggle him off. Well, you can't go if you want to. He loosened his hand and gave a smirking expression. Why are you doing this? I'm just worried about you. Don't come back too late, okay? That's it. Have fun tomorrow. I'm tired. I'm going to bed. Good night. Good night? Back to the usual, Albert? What the hell just happened to him? And why doesn't he like the old classmates? What happened between them? What? Huh? What? What? I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get it. Is the back off one just the same thing then? What is going on here? The next day, Albert woke up and ate breakfast with me as if nothing had happened. What the heck? He just went on Yandere mode on me and then he's just like, normal? I feel like I want to go back and check the other options. Hold on. I stepped back unconsciously and Albert was surprised by this. His outstretched hand stopped in midair, then slowly dropped. I was just kidding. Don't be so scared. How sad, Paradox. I'm just... If you like it, go ahead. It's your freedom. Just remember not to come back too late. Albert, are you sure you don't want to come? No. That's it. Have fun tomorrow. I'm tired. I'm going to bed. Good night. Wait, what? What? It's the same thing, kind of. The next day, Albert woke up and ate breakfast with me as if nothing had happened. Then he went to work alone again. 7:00 p.m. I followed the address Sharon gave me and arrived at the restaurant. I feel like I trust Albert. I know he's like going Yandere to me and everything, but I trust him. Something about Sharon, I don't like her. Paradox, this way! Sharon waved warmly at me as soon as she saw me, and there were some familiar faces sitting next to me. In fact, I've been concerned about Albert's words since yesterday, fearing that there might have been some danger as he said. But I was relieved to see that they were all old classmates that I knew. Albert was too worried. Paradox, how's life in the city? Yeah, come on, share it with us. Let me share it with you guys. I was like going back to school. I had a great time talking to everyone. Imagine enjoying socializing. I didn't notice how Sharon was looking at me. I told you, Sharon's like, she's evil. I thought you had all forgotten about me. Thank you all for asking me out to dinner. How could we forget? Paradox is our best friend. Yeah, we all miss you. It's impossible to forget you after what happened. Huh? What has happened? Did you forget? Why can't I see well all of a sudden? Oh my gosh, they drugged me. My head is heavy. Why is everyone looking at me? Who are those boys coming in outside? Bang! And I'm out. And we're in the dreamscape that I had a premonition of in the future, but I didn't listen to Albert. See, I told you Albert was a good guy. Tick-tock, tick-tock. It's cold. Where am I? Paradox, good morning. Sharon? I slowly opened my eyes and saw Sharon sitting not too far away. Where is this? I was awakened by the surroundings. It was a basement-like room, without even a window, with only an intermittently flickering light bulb hanging in the middle. Why am I here? I can't move? I realized that my limbs were tied up. Why is this happening? Sharon, what's going on? Oh, Paradox, you're still as naive as ever. Did you do this? I realized that there were two big men standing beside Sharon. Where are the others? They all went home. You don't really think that we old classmates really consider you a friend, do you? But aren't we all having a good time? Oh, I can't say that word. YouTube regulations. I'm laughing my off. Looks like everyone has a good acting skills. They were just hired by me, and they're paid a little money to help with the show. My mind is in a state of confusion. Why would you do such a thing? For revenge, of course. Revenge? It's because of you that Paul walked away from me, and it was so bad. Didn't you say you broke up with him? Break up? Why would I? How dare you ask him about him yesterday? I don't understand. I didn't do anything. Shut up. Paul was banished from Snowflake Island forever for just bullying you back then, and was so badly injured that even off island, he's not doing well at all. And it's not just Paul, it's a lot of people, but everyone who bullies you a little bit doesn't end up well. Wait a minute, I don't understand what you're talking about. I don't even remember being bullied. Of course you don't remember, because that's your damn guardian knight, Albert Klaus. Did you say Albert? You're just a poor orphan, and then you hooked up with some Klaus's little son, and you feel good when protected by him, right? Poor orphan? Is that how you've always seen me? Of course. Do you think I really consider you a friend? We all knew before you went to school that you were adopted, and that you were only one who survived the traffic accident, and that even your adopted parents' relatives disappeared. Didn't you think you looked like a plague? But I'm surprised you're still happy to go to school. So you're bullying me? Is there a problem? We just don't like you. A guy like Albert Klaus is a psychopath too, to have a crush on you. Even the guy who said something about you behind your back got his revenge. The only reason the rest of us will talk to you is because we're scared. Every time she said that, it was like a pinprick in her heart. I never knew I was hated by other people. You're the only one who's horrible, I think. What? It's obvious that you're doing something bad. And you're just justifying yourself. It's not enough to have no empathy for others who are not doing well, but to look down on them and to see others doing well and feeling disconnected? No, you guys are just jealous of me. What did you just say? You crazy? Also, I don't know what Albert did, but I'm glad he stepped up for me. Please don't insult him. Don't insult him. Do you know how vicious he is? Oh my gosh. You two, give her a lesson. I need to make Klaus feel what it's like to have a loved one hurt too. The two big men behind Sherry nodded silently and came towards me. Go away! Damn, the rope is too tight. Come on, someone help me. I closed my eyes in fear as I watched the two big men prepare to take my Oh my gosh! Oh no! Albert? Albert, is that you, Albert? Albert! I'm gonna live in Albert's basement for the rest of my life. I don't even care. I could see the two big men kick to the ground and pass out. Oh, passed out, you said? Damn. This freaking music, though. Damn, they almost touched my girl. I can't with freaking Albert's responses. I don't think this is translated correctly. The back in front of me made me feel more at ease than ever before. Albert! Now you know my advice was right, don't you? I nodded desperately and wept unconsciously because I was so relieved. God, Sharon Murga! Huh, I can't believe you're still out there. Huh, I've put up with this for so many years. Just for today, Albert pulls the spike bat out of nowhere and puts it against Sharon's neck. Shut up. I want to clarify first, because you have a bit of a misunderstanding of the definition of bullying. Putting trash in other people's lockers, writing insulting sentences on other people's desks, and ruining other people's gym clothes and textbooks is what you call a little bit of bullying, right? What's he talking about? Why didn't I notice anything? It was then that I remembered that my locker and table were always suddenly cleaned, and I blamed Albert for wiping off my locker's treasured stickers. So he's been hiding these things from me? It was all just a joke. It's just a joke, right? Is it a joke that your beloved paw tried to drop a potted plant on Paradox's head? Oh my gosh! I've been most gracious in keeping him alive. But his girlfriend is trying to get vengeance on me? And tying Paradox up in this horrible room. You have to be kidding me. Now that your 2 bodyguards are gone, do you still want revenge, Sharon? Yeah, Sharon. What's up, Sharon? Albert gave a horrible look that I'd never seen before. And I should have stopped him, but I didn't open my mouth. I figured it would be like this. Did you really think I'd have no way to deal with you? I felt the sound of running coming from behind me, and I immediately reacted. Albert, watch out! I moved my body hard to knock Albert off his feet, but it was still too late. The man in the back stabbed Albert in the back! What? And blood flowed from Albert's body. Albert! Albert sat on the floor in pain. The rope came off my body at some point and I immediately flew to his side. Heart beating. No! It hurts. Uh-oh. I'm gonna turn Yanderine, aren't I? $50 I turn Yanderine. You can't hurt him. Finally managed to hurt you? Now you know what pain is. I look at the wound. I can't say the sentence. I look at the wounds on Albert's back. It's because Albert's missing an S, that's why. The sounds around me begin to fade, and it was like a red filter had been added to my eyes. It was getting red. They did it. I'm okay. Paradox, you don't need to worry. Well, go ahead and be the hero. Now I'll send you both to hell. Paradox! Wait, what's happening? What's going on? Somebody tell me, give me some context. Paradox! The woman named Paradox, with her eyes red, deflected the man's attack with her bat without saying a word. Uh-oh, I'm going X Games right now, hold on! She hit the big man desperately with the strength not commensurate to her strength. Oh, he's dead. Don't hurt him. Don't hurt him. Don't hurt him. Don't hurt him. Like a cyborg, she said repetitive words while attacking without stopping. She then hit the 2 men who had been knocked unconscious at the beginning. Several people's blood splattered on Paradox, and she was covered in it, just like the butcher. Damn it! Damn it! What's wrong with her? No, I'll get mine first. As Sharon prepares to attack the wounded Albert, Paradox runs like the wind and knocks Sharon away. Don't hurt him. Don't hurt him. Don't hurt him. She kept hitting Sharon and didn't stop even though she begged for mercy. No, please, don't hit me anymore. Oh gosh, oh my gosh. Paradox ignored her and was ready to keep fighting. Pop! A needle stabbed Paradox in the neck, causing Paradox to stop instantly. Alright, that's enough. Good girl, it's time to go to sleep now. Wow, my blood still really works. It might be better to kiss you directly next time. What? What? What is happening? Albert pulls the syringe out and lets Paradox fall into his arms. So that's why I don't want you to at the party. But this successfully proves that I'm the most important person to you. Well, it hurts. Luckily, I've been working on my muscles so that the knife didn't go too deep. I can still carry you to bed easily. Don't worry. I'll take care of it for you. Same as 10 years ago. My aunt and uncle? The sun is so bright today. I opened my eyes and tried to get up from the bed, but the muscles in my body hurt like hell. It hurts. Paradox, are you awake? Huh? So I think this is the whole storyline, out of my perspective, at least. I don't really understand most of it, because some of it doesn't make any sense, but let me get this right. So, I was adopted on the shores, I was adopted. My parents, I like to believe that the parents did die in a car accident, but when I was adopted by, like, aunt and uncle or whatever, we killed the aunt and uncle, right? They didn't disappear, did they? Maybe that scene where you start the game, and it's just like, oh, what's happening? Why is there a Santa's hat? We're the Santa Claus butcher. We're the butcher. We murdered our uncle and aunt. He covered it up, alright? But for some reason, the only way to sedate us is if he uses his, or paradox is if he uses his blood, or he says something about like mouth, right? So like anything that's in contact with DNA? Like what? I'm sorry, what? What am I, a vampire? Okay, I don't really understand what's going on, but yeah, that's all the endings. That's Please Don't Hate Christmas. And if you guys understand the story better than I, then please tell me down in the comments below. Thank you. If you want to see the Psycho Days playlist, you can click on the playlist on the screen now. Okay, bye!